Two undefeated teams went at it in week 3 in a game that would end up coming down to the wire. 4A Curtis High School hosted 3A Lakes High School in a chippy matchup between two of the best football programs in Washington. This was a highly anticipated game, and only one team would remain undefeated at the end of the fourth quarter. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Lakes received the ball to start the game, and they quickly picked up a first down on a nice pass over the middle from their senior quarterback Willie Nash to junior wideout Tristan Baker. But after the first down, Montana State commit Parker Mady and the Curtis defense made a few huge stops, forcing a fourth down. You can see things were getting chippy early, and both defenses came into this game fired up. On Curtis's first couple plays, they couldn't get much going, but on third down, Cooper Hordick found Parker Mady for a big pickup. The Lakes defense then made a couple big stops in the red zone, forcing Curtis to kick a short field goal. Ethan Bell knocked it through, giving Curtis the early 3-0 lead in the first quarter. When Lakes got the ball back, they had Tristan Baker open downfield early in the drive, but Curtis DB Jaden Rice Claiborne made a nice play on the ball, breaking up the pass. But on the very next play, this happened. Nash found Baker on a similar route for a huge pickup to put them in the red zone. The Curtis defense then made a few good stops, and Mikey Llanos almost had a clutch pick in the end zone, but it was broken up, forcing Lakes to kick a field goal. On the attempt, however, they fumbled the snap, so Curtis would get the ball back from the turnover on downs. On Curtis's next drive, Parker Mady had another nice play before Micah Llanos broke out a big run, but it was called back due to a flag on the play. This was a pretty costly penalty too, because on the next play, this happened. Bryce McCray makes a great read on the ball, picking it off to get the ball back to his offense. Tuetu Maliga then had a couple good runs for the Lakes offense as the game rolled into the second quarter. Both teams couldn't get much going early in the second, as they each had a couple more possessions where the defenses held strong. Maliga got back to work on the ground a couple drives later for Lakes, but shortly after he picked up a nice gain, the Curtis defense came up with an interception themselves. The Lakes defense then forced a 3-and-out, but they muffed the punt return, so now Curtis would take over in the red zone. And just when it looked like they got some momentum, they fumbled on the first play of the drive, recovered by Tupu Saliamua and the Lakes defense. Bryce McCray then had a good catch and run for the Lakes offense, but the game eventually rolled into halftime with the score remaining 3-0. Welcome to the halftime show. My name is Joey. I hope you've been enjoying the game so far, and if so, make sure to like the video right now and subscribe to the channel because we got videos coming like this every single week. Now, before we get to the second half, let's watch the highlight of the week from another game I was at. This is from Tumwater versus Eastlake. And in this game, Peyton Davis laid down the hit stick on this run. So here it is. Curtis received the ball to start the second half, and the strong defensive battle continued. Xavier McChristian laid down a huge hit on this play, and moments later, Saliamua came up with a sack for the Lakes defense, forcing the Curtis punt team back onto the field. The ball hit a Lakes player on the punt, and Curtis recovered the football, setting them up on the 22-yard line with a chance to finally make something happen. Let me know in the comments if you think he recovered this ball in bounds, because it was definitely close. 2 plays into the drive, here's what happened next. Micah Llanos rushes one in from 15 yards out, giving Curtis a 10-0 lead after the extra point. They quickly got the ball back after forcing a 3-and-out, but a couple plays into their drive, the Lakes defense came up big again as Bryce McCray forced a fumble, recovered by Santoa Leapai at midfield, and the narrative continued. The Curtis D forced another 3-and-out, and on the first play of their next offensive drive with their freshman backup quarterback now in the game, the Lakes defense comes up with another pick, this time from Michael Pulalasi, as the Lakes offense would take over at the 20-yard line. Santoa Leapai then had a good run on first down as the game headed into the fourth quarter with Lakes down 10-0, hoping to make a comeback. It was now 3rd and goal, and the Lakes offense had to make something happen. Nash scrambles and finds Tristan Baker for the 4-yard score, making it a 3-point game with 11 minutes to go. Montana State commit Xavier Aarons then had a good return for Curtis, but the Lakes defense quickly forced a 4th down. Curtis decides to do a fake punt to pick up the first down, and they converted it, but they couldn't quite capitalize after that. Lakes got the ball back, and a couple plays into their drive, this happened. Nash finds Xavier McChristian over the middle, who takes it 60 yards to the house as Lakes suddenly takes the lead, causing their fans to go crazy. Curtis now had just over 4 minutes to try and get into the end zone, and they started with good field position after a nice return from Mady. They then picked up a quick first down before the Lakes defense made a couple good stops to bring up 3rd and long. Tupu Saliamua makes an insane play at the line, sliding down for Lakes after the pick with a couple minutes left in the game. And moments later, they were in victory formation. They closed things out, beating a tough Curtis team to remain undefeated on the season.
Barstool too. Hey, I want to post on the Barstool too. They was talking so crazy. Do this. We do this. We do this.
Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more game recaps like this.